Good evening. Welcome to my channel. I am back with the review of another book by Aditi Mukherjee. The name of the book is The Last Mughal Warrior in Love. This was her first book, which came out in early 2017, and very well researched, but written as a fictional account of Aurangzeb. I always have interest in the Mughalish history, and in this respect, I have read several books which are in my library. Two prominent books which I am going to mention here is one by Indu Sundaration, The 20th Wife, and The History of Mughals by Bamber Gascoigne. The 20th Wife, written by Indu Sundaration, was a very popular book. In fact, Epic Channel came out with a web series called Siyasat, which was based on this book. And when I relate to Hindu Sundaration's book, which was again a fictional work, but based on historical facts, I find that Aditi has done full justice to her book, and she has explored some of the areas where people may have another perception of Emperor Aurangzeb. In the book 20th Wife, Hindu Sundaration has again brought out somebody who was not very well covered in the history before. A person by person who came to Akbar's court looking for an employment in his court, and ultimately he becomes so powerful. His daughter is married to Prince Salim, who later was known as Emperor Jahangir. It was Jahangir's niece, again the granddaughter of this particular courtier. His name was Ghiyas Beg. His granddaughter later on was named as Mumtaz Mahal and married to Shah Jahan. Although there is no mention of this in the book by Aditi Mukherjee, but these are somewhat related to that part of the history, because Jahangir is mentioned extensively in the book The Last Mughal Warrior in Love. Now I will come back to the review of the book by Aditi Mukherjee. Aditi Mukherjee has written on very diverse subjects. In late 2021, she came with the collection of stories named The Damaged. 8 stories which are covered in her collection of 8 stories. Same year as in 2017, Aditi wrote another book. Again, she wrote another book called Love in Times of Terror. The time period covered in this book is 2008, November, when we had a blast, Taj Mahal Hotel, Taj Hotel blast in Bombay. The book on Last Mughal Warrior in Love, the timeline for in that covered in that book is the 17th century, to be precise, from 22 decades in the middle of the 17th century. In the present context, there is a lot of opposition to anything relating to the Mughals because the general writings are against the Muslims and Muslim rule. But in my opinion, we cannot take certain pages out of the history. Yes, there was a Mughal rule in India. They, just like English, there was English rule which spanned over a period of close to 2 or 2.5 centuries. Mughals also ruled India for close to 2 to 3 centuries. The book, The Last Mughal Warrior, is talks about the love between Aurangzeb and a dancing girl by name Hira. Hira came from a poor family and was given in the harem of 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 Murshid. Sorry, not Murshid. The um husband of Saliha, who was the sister of Mumtaz, and he was the uh, head of the Deccan uh, Subedari, which was while Mr. Emperor, that time Prince Aurangzeb, was given the Suba of Deccan to administer, and also it depicts that time of what was the place of women in the society, the helplessness of the woman. Hera was given to a courtier, courtier based in Burhanpur by an ordinary Hindu person who could not repay his debt. Aurangzeb meets her in the garden, and in a garden he is very fascinated by the beauty of Hera. He goes to his aunt Saliha and asks for Hera. And his aunt Saliha is the mother, is the sister of um, Mumtaz, mother of Aurangzeb, and it is here that Salih tells Aurangzeb to forget Hira because his uncle will not agree to it. Aurangzeb says, if he doesn't give it to me, I'll murder him. So if you prefer your husband to be murdered, so be it, but I'll get Hira anyhow. I think that in the interest of time, I will come back to this review in my next video, and it all depicts about Aurangzeb from the time he was the Subedar of Deccan to his ultimate conquering Delhi and Agra and becoming the emperor. Thank you.